Yeah. Take that, Spotify.
Looper. Every time you say that, it's like this.
I know. It's like Big Brother is listening. All right. What is going on?
What is up? What is up? I'm going to try to kick on.
Johnny's got some new digs there.
Got some new digs. new digs. Who dis? That actually didn't help a ton, did it? I feel like I need it like that way.
Oh,
so,
I think
all right.
You're good. But yeah, so just a little housekeeping, a little announcement before we get started on the show today. We are off next week. Next week is Thanksgiving week, and we're going to be busy, spending time with family and friends. So no show next week.
No show for you.
Yep. We'll be back the Wednesday after Thanksgiving to go over some big races that are coming up this weekend. And we'll talk about that a little bit towards the end of the show. And there wasn't too many noticeable races this last weekend, but we'll go over a few. One is the Looking Glass 100K. It's the third year for this race, and it's in Pisgah. I always say that wrong. Did I say it right?
Pisgah
Forest in North Carolina. And it's the Looking Glass Rock is the course highlight. But Cameron Brown won the 100K for the men in 9:31, and Nikki Cochran won for the women in 10:47. And both those times are good for course records at Looking Glass 100K. And next up, we're going to talk about Across Florida 200. And, this race, I looked at this race. I looked at the map. I looked at, their website. This race actually looks pretty cool for a Florida race. It's, I mean, there's, like Skunk Ape, they put on awesome races in Florida. And all this, but this race is put on by Warrior Adventure Racing. I'm not familiar with that race company, but it's 120 miles of trail, 40 miles of dirt road, 20 miles of rail trail, and 20 miles of country roads. And it goes from the Gulf to the ocean. And it's a 200 miler, and it ends in St. Augustine, which is a cool area of Florida.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So anyway, let's first maybe go over the winners. Julian Long won for the men in 57 hours and 49 minutes. And Ashley Gabbert won for the women and got third overall in 64 hours and 11 minutes. And this website here where the tracking was shows the map that the race took place at, and it's a point to point. I mean, it's pretty cool. It goes through a lot of like green space, nature areas and stuff like that.
I do enjoy a good point to point. I love a point to point.
Yep. I can't imagine there's too much elevation gain in this race.
It's funny on their on the homepage of their website, it shows elevation, and all I'm going to say is you can 100% tell when you're crossing a bridge. Like it's 100, you know what I mean? Like it's 100% their bridges. You know what I mean? Like.
Yep. So Goggins was actually outrunning this race for his like third 200 in just a few months. And he was actually leading for a while, I guess, but I think he dropped pretty early. I can't remember which mile he dropped at, but he did drop pretty early, maybe 40 or 50 miles in, I'm thinking.
Well, damn it, Dave. Who's going to carry the fucking boat then?
I don't know.
I know who carried the boat.
Costume chick, Charlotte.
Costume chick had to pick the boat up for sorry ass Goggins.
That's right. She was all dressed up like the pirate and carried that boat all the way to the 200-mile finish. And I don't know, did you see any pictures of the buckle that they have? It's huge.
I did not. Is it?
It's
I just scrolled down.
She's holding it in that picture. But
yeah, I just scrolled down. Yeah, that is a big buckle. That's like the entire size of your hand.
Ooh, man, she had a nasty picture of her, a blister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this. It's as big as her and her friend are here with the buckles.
Yeah,
it's their face. Like that's, and they advertise on the website that it's a big buckle. So
big buckle.
Okay. Let's move on. So I don't know how I missed this race a couple weeks ago, but the Grampians Peaks Trail in Australia. This is actually a hard rock qualifier. Has over 25,000 feet of climbing. It's a point-to-point 100-miler. It's all on one trail that I think they recently completed. This race looks gnarly AF. It's on in the interior of Australia in the mountains, and just looking at the pictures, I was like, holy crap, this thing is very technical. And Western States champ Caleb Olson went over there, and he dominated. He got the course record, 21 hours and 19 minutes. And so, if 21 hours and 19 minutes is the winning time for 100, and that's by a world-class elite athlete, then it's tough. And second place was 23 hours. The first place female was Man Yi Chung, and she went 27 hours and 58 minutes.
Oh, God.
So, a lot of these finishers are in the 35, 36 hour range. And actually, no, there's more pages of finishers. There's quite a few finishers here. 49 hours. Yeah. So it must be a 50-hour time limit. I saw some 49-hour finishers. So yes, very hard. And then it's funny because I read Caleb Olson's Substack. His Substack account is called Chasing Trail.
Yeah.
And he talks about why he chose this race. And he was coming off of the long race at the World Trail Championships over the summer. And he didn't know what race to run. He was thinking about this other race that wasn't as technical, but it was very competitive. And then he looked at this race and he's like, I've never been to Australia. Like to check this out. And he goes, this is a hard rock qualifier. So I'd like to start gathering lottery tickets for hard rock. And also he wants something that's going to challenge him. He saw that the times were, higher. So he knew it was going to be a challenging race.
Yeah.
And also it's part of the World Trail Majors. So since he won this race, there could be big prize money involved with the World Trail Majors. So anyways, he wrote all that. And then he added to the article after he got there. And he was like, so I know what I wrote before. And I was like, excited about coming out to Australia, whatever, for this race. He's like, now after seeing the Grampians for myself, I'm sitting on this article because it didn't really feel right. Didn't feel complete or something. Semi-emotionless words about logically why I was doing GPT 100. Now I've gotten a little taste of what I'm in for. He said the feelings are similar to how he felt when he saw the World Champs course, which was super technical as well. Like, oh, wow, this is going to be really hard.
Yeah.
But he's like, he's in it for 100 and he's just going to, and much of it will be in the dark. I'm not sure what time they start, but likely alone. He says he sounds like he's complaining, but he's really stoked. So anyways, he says if he can survive this and come out in one piece, and that means he probably had a good day. And, he ended up smoking it. So, but some of the pictures in his Substack article show the course. And I mean, it just looks crazy.
On the race's website, if you scroll down, it has like their map, and it's a point to point also, by the way.
Yep.
But if you scroll down,
one continuous trail.
Yep. Yeah, it has the elevation. Like you can see the little elevation, and it is just. I mean, there are.
Oh yeah.
There, like right there. There is like, dude. There's like 3 climbs in there. It makes my belly hurt just looking at it. Like that is.
Yeah. No kidding.
Crazy.
Yep.
25,000 feet of elevation change is what it turns out to be.
Yeah. That's 25,000 feet of just climbing. So it's
just climbing or no, elevation change. No, elevation gain. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God.
Like 7,700 meters or something.
Oh, so. Yeah. I didn't realize.
It's a monster. It's a monster.
Oh.
I'm guessing it's more technical than hard rock. It's not as high as elevation as hard rock, but it's got more technical. I mean, hard rock's technical. It's loose gravel. It's got some super steep stuff, but this is like a different version of technical. So anyway, moving on. Interesting. I came across this on Instagram, talking about people doing races that are, like Courtney Dauwalter's been running marathon, or she's doing marathons. Jim Walmsley was in a 10K.
Yeah. I saw that.
In Paris.
That
10K
is so
Hoka
weird.
Paris Center. And he did it in 32 minutes and 40 seconds for a 10K. Like, that's insane.
Dude, I don't know if I can do a 5K that fast.
The crazier.
Check that. I know I can't. I know I can't.
The crazier thing is that was good for 32nd place, which means there was 31 people that ran faster than 32:40. Yeah. And also from the U.S., Jessica Brazeau was in this 10K, and she got 8th in the women's race in 36:26. All right. So I don't have any FKTs per se, but I think that they will maybe become ratified as FKTs when it's all said and done. But first, we're going to talk about Brendan Morgan. Brendan, he did a run across the state of Pennsylvania. He wanted to bring awareness for mental health, raise money for charity. He was very open about his own mental health struggles, and it's a pretty interesting story. And Cole and Chaos Crewing, they helped crew for Brendan in this adventure. And not only did Brendan run across the state of Pennsylvania, he freaking crushed it, like insane. 5 days, 15 hours, and 21 minutes. That's 343 miles with 24,629 feet of elevation. I don't know if that's gain or change, but regardless, 343 miles in 5 days and 15 hours across the state of Pennsylvania. Pretty awesome. Kudos to him. And it was fun following Cole's social media too as he went along Pennsylvania. So there's
pictures on there.
Yep, the chaoscrewing.com website has his story and everything like that. So definitely worth taking a look at because it's pretty incredible what he accomplished. So
It's crazy because like every picture you stop to look at, never mind. I just set up a picture. I'm like, he looks really good in every picture. And I just came across one where his like head is down. He's just like you just know he's in a locker. You're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah,
that's a really cool, that's a good.
Yeah, he does talk about how much pain it was, but he's just got really a great attitude towards it all. And he gives a lot of credit to his crew, and it's a really cool story. So I encourage people to go to Chaos Crewing website and read about Brendan and his story and his accomplishment. And check him out on Instagram too. He talks a lot about his adventure on Instagram. All right. Next up is Madison Pegleg Blanden. So I think Pegleg is her trail name that she must have picked up at some point. She's the first woman to do the border to border calendar year Triple Crown. So, the two of the trails, PCT and Continental Divide, they go border to border, but the one trail, the Appalachian Trail does not go border to border. So she did the, Key West to Canada. So yes, she did the border to border Triple Crown. And she did it in 318 days, walked across the country 3 times, totaling 8,405 miles. She's the first woman to ever attempt or complete the border to border calendar year Triple Crown, and set a new record for most miles hiked in 1 year by any woman. On her last day, she only had 17 miles to go. So
what do these people do for a living?
That's a great question. It took her 10 and a half months. Yeah, 318 days. So,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy. I mean, and I only say it out. I'm saying it out of pure jealousy. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, holy cow, that's amazing.
It really is, and she's the first woman to hike this far in 1 year. She's the first woman to do the border to border. I mean, that's incredible accomplishments for Madison, and kudos to her. Congrats! It's really, really cool. All right, let's move on to some news. Kilian Jornet is registered for Western States, which is kind of a shock to me.
Love it. Love it.
I'm shocked because, he did Western States last year. He got 3rd. Mm-hmm. And then he came over and he did the States of Elevation project, which was like an all-out effort for all like 72 14ers in a month, and biked between them all. And I'm thinking he's probably done with the U.S. for a little while, I would think. But on Ultra Sign Up, he's showing as registered for Western States 2026. So hoping that that's true, that he comes back over and tries to get the win out there. And Western States is shaping up to be pretty awesome this year, because the podium from last year for the men is returning. Caleb Olson, Chris Myers, and Kilian. So should be pretty awesome. And on the women's side, Abby Hall is going to be back, and also Fuzhou Shang and is going to be back, which is going to be pretty awesome to see them battle it out next year. And I haven't heard if like Walmsley or Katie Scheid or Courtney or any of them are in Western States next year. I don't think so, but I guess we'll find out.
When the drawing is December something, correct?
The lottery is, yes. It's like the first or second weekend in December.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready for it. Gotta get ready. Root for our boy again.
Heck yeah. It would be cool to live stream it like we did last year, but let me see when exactly the lottery is, because I will not be able to do it on. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah. I think, you know what? I think it's going to be the weekend, December 6th. So, yeah, I may be able to do it. We can talk about that later, but it was kind of fun live streaming it, seeing who gets in. So, all right. One other thing I want to mention before we talk about the races coming up this weekend is there was a new UTMB trail race that was taking place called Pacific Trails, and it was like an hour south of where I live, and the race is supposed to be this weekend. And I just found out right before we started recording that we had some rain, a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain recently over the weekend, and it was an atmospheric river, and it dumped 13 inches of rain on that area.
Golly,
13 inches. That's the most seen on that ranch, where this is held on a private ranch, since 1965. And they checked out the trails, and they said it's going to be irresponsible to hold this event, so they had to cancel it. So the first year event, Pacific Trails, that UTMB is putting on, and there's not too many ultras near where I live now, the Central Coast. So I kind of was happy that they were actually having this, but of course they probably made the right decision to cancel it. So, all right. Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend. So, Ultra Trail Cape Town, the 100K is a big time race with it's very competitive, and it's part of the World Trail Majors. It's actually the last race of the World Trail Majors. So anybody that's close. Actually that GPT 100 miler in Australia was part of the World Trail Majors as well. And this is the last one, Ultra Trail Cape Town. It's 100K with 15,341 feet of climbing in South Africa. And there is prize money, I think a little over 4,000 to the winners. And there's some big time players, some PTPers, as Dick Vitale would say, some primetime players in the men's race. From the U.S., Chris Myers is running second place at Western States. Jeff Magavero, who's a really awesome ultra runner from the U.S., and Ryan Montgomery from the U.S. is also going to be there. So definitely three of our better runners. And I saw on Strava that Arlen Glick's over there. Maybe he's running the 100 miler. I know they have a few different distances. I'm not sure which event he's running, if he's running, or maybe he's just crewing. I'm not really sure.
Just hanging out.
Yep. And then the women's race, Sunmaya Buddha from Nepal. She's an elite runner, and she needs to win the women's race to break a first place tie in the World Trail Majors with Man Yi Chung. And Man Yi, if you remember, we just talked about, she won the GPT 100 miler for the women. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. From the U.S., Tara Fraga, Alyssa Clark, and Emily Jock are towing the line in the 100K over there.
I don't know if I know any of those women.
Alyssa Clark is pretty familiar, but I'm not familiar with Tara Fraga or Emily Jock. JFK 50 miler is this weekend.
I'd love to do that race. God, I'd love to do that race one time.
It's a fast race.
Perfect for me.
I know there's some mileage on the towpath. There's some mileage on the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
There's some road mileage. It's a classic, right? It's been going on for a long time. So
it's the oldest ultra in the US.
Yeah. Yep. And there was a cool story behind that. We actually went over that whole story last year, so we're not going to revisit it. But if you scroll back through the archives to our episode, around this time last year, you can hear it. So David Sinclair won last year, and he's the course record holder, and he's expected to toe the starting line again this year. He was second at Broken Arrow 46K this year, second at CCC over at UTMB, and 19th at the Trail World Championships short trail race. Ryan Sullivan, Ferdinand Clovis, Aralt, Benjamin Lynn, and Andrew Simpson. They were 2nd, 6th, 9th, and 10th at JFK last year, and they're all towing the line. And also the young gun is towing the line.
Dude,
Hans Troyer.
I'll tell you what, Hans might smoke that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like he might smoke that thing.
It's right up his alley. Like he's fast. And his training has been great. I follow him on Strava, and I'm like, he is in peak shape, peak performance for this thing. So it'll be fun to see.
And it's a 50 miler. Oh yeah, I think he smokes that.
Yeah, it'll be awesome to see. And then for the women, Emily Harrison Torrance and Karen Strickland, who were 7th and 9th last year, are returning. Jade Bellsberg and Hannah Allgood, both great runners, will be in the race as well. So should be fun to follow the Cape Town 100K and the JFK 50 miler this weekend. And all right, that takes us to 3 T's. And this is a simple question, maybe not easy to answer, but a simple question. And this 3 T's is inspired by the fact that we have Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Thanksgiving. I was thinking about food. And then I was thinking about how much I enjoy that post long run meal. Like, you know, that first big meal where you're like super hungry and you're just like ready to tear up some food.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is your favorite post long run meal?
Mine is not exciting. I got to be honest. Mine is not exciting. So, and I'll default to you if you have a great answer, because mine is quite boring, actually.
Yeah. I mean, my answer is not anything mind blowing.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's a huge toss up for me, right? Like,
yeah,
I love food. I love all kinds of food. But 3 of my favorites that comes to mind are, pizza. I do love a good like Detroit style pizza or
you would.
I do love, I love all kinds of pizza, not just Detroit style, but Thai food.
Oh,
so I would say pizza is the bronze medal, right? They're third. Pizza is third. Thai food is second. I love me some green fried rice, right? That's fried rice with green curry powder.
Oh, shit. I'm not hip to that.
Oh, my God.
Green fried rice? I got to try fried somewhere here in Clintonville that does that.
And that's the thing. It's hard to find. And I honestly, like where we move now, I haven't found it yet.
And in San Francisco, it's probably all over the place.
Yes. In San Francisco, there's a few places that we would order from that had green fried rice. And oh my God, so good. I get veggie green fried rice, or I usually get shrimp green fried rice with shrimp. So I think that's probably tied. Well, No, I got to pick one. So I'm going to go with a mission style burrito with some chips and salsa, and a mission style burrito is going to be my top choice. And for those of you not familiar with a mission style burrito, is think of Chipotle. So Chipotle modeled their burrito after Mission Style Burrito, and the Mission Style Burrito is named after the neighborhood where it was invented, and that's in the Mission neighborhood in San Francisco. And they wanted to make hearty meals for a decent price. This is a long time ago, for like the blue collar workers, and they come up with these burritos that have rice and toppings, and it's basically one that it's wrapped in tinfoil. You hold it in your hand. It's an extremely large burrito. So anyways, a veggie burrito with pinto beans and rice, and it's huge. So Mission Style Burrito's got to be number one, with chips and salsa. Green fried rice number two, and pizza number three.
So my favorite. So here's how long it's been since I've done a long run. Is I kind of forgotten I'm not allowed to do my favorite anymore. My favorite long run race or long run meal, dude, there is just something about a quarter pounder from McDonald's with a McDonald's Coke Zero that was just like, it was like that right amount of juiciness and greasiness, and like the Coke was like that crisp. I could just quench your thirst. That used to be my number one. Now, also, this goes back to the fact that the overwhelming majority of our long runs are at Mohican, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am firmly in the camp that this place's food would suck if it wasn't for being post long run kind of shit. But there's just something that's exceptionally good about going to Trails End and getting one of their pizzas and like a cold beer, like just a good cold beer.
I love that.
And so I now, because I can't eat red meat, I think it's going to be the Trails End pizza with just an ice cold, and it's usually 2 to 3 beers too, because you're there with at least 3 or 4 other guys, usually people, not always guys. But I think it tends to be it for me.
I love that. I have a lot of fond memories of going to Trails End after a long run and having some beers and having some good pizza. I mean, you're right. I think it maybe is good just because of the moment, but it's decent. It's decent enough pizza. And back to your McDonald's thing, I haven't been to McDonald's since maybe 2009. I quit going to McDonald's, but when I did go to McDonald's, the double quarter pounder with cheese was my jam, dude.
Just so effing good. The other thing that I really like about going into Trails End, it's always funny. It's like after like a muddy run, like when it's kind of muddy out, and you go in there and you just look like a bag of chewed up bubble gum, and people are just like looking at you like, "What the fuck? What?
I know.
What just happened to this guy?" Like, it's always fun, Yep. And like, I will also say this: the staff at Trails End, like I have gone in there looking like straight death warmed over, and I know I have smelled like I looked. And that staff is always so effing nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they know what's up. They know, what like the other patrons there might not know, but they know what you just, they're like, oh, he's been out Mohican being a fucking idiot for 4 hours.
Yeah. What's fun about Trails End was all those years we did the race director or the volunteer race for Forget the PR, and then we'd have the banquet. I would call it a banquet afterwards in that side room. That was so fun. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Trails End Pizza is a pizza place and a bar that is right at the heart of the Mohican State Forest, right off of the main road that goes through there, Route 3, right by what's that campground there? The main campground.
Mohican Adventures.
Yeah, Mohican Adventures campground. It's right next to that. So, and Mohican State Forest is a trail running gem of Ohio. So if you're ever in Ohio and you want to get out on the trails there, we highly recommend it. Run on the Mohican trails and then get some pizza at Trails End Pizza afterwards. And no, they do not sponsor our show. No, nobody sponsors our show. We are losing money. So, but anyways, it's fun. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with family and friends, and enjoy a bunch of good food. Get out for a run. I always like that Black Friday, like opt outside, REI thing. Opt outside. I've always really enjoyed that message. So, but all right. Well, cool. Thanks again, everyone. Everybody. Have a good one.
Yep.